So here's my first real attempt at a pickup video. I'm going to go over everything I found in December. I'm going to try and do this every month. I don't get enough stuff every weekend, so once a month should have a couple things to talk about at least. So very early in December, we were down a little south from where I live in a place called Kelowna, and I went to Toys R Us because we don't have one up here, so we thought we'd go and check it out. And they had a deal on. All their games were buy one, get one 50% off. So we ended up with two new Wii U games, ZombiU and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. And Sonic Racers just happens to be our favorite Wii game. We've put so much time into it over the last month that pretty much nothing else gets played on the Wii U other than the Sonic game. So definitely pick it up if you see it. It's awesome. Also, while down in Kelowna, stopped at the EB Games once in a while and ended up with a couple new used games down there. I got Batman Brave and the Bold, which is like a beat 'em up I've been looking for a long time. So I found that for, I think I spent $7 or $8 on it. And Child of Eden, which is like pretty much the only Kinect game that I wanted to grab to test out my Kinect on something other than like a Kinect adventure type game. So looking forward to trying that one out, and I got that one for about $8 or $9 as well. Lastly, while we were on our trip down to Kelowna, we stopped at a superstore to grab some groceries, and I went through the game section and found this little gem here for $10 sealed. So I had to pick it up because I like shooters. Who doesn't like shooters? So looking forward to trying this one out too. Once we got back home, I decided to do some thrift store shopping, which I hadn't done for a while, obviously being out of town. And I ended up with a couple good role-playing games I've been looking for a while on the PlayStation, Grandia and Star Ocean, $5 a piece. From a store I don't normally buy anything from. It's very rare that they get things in, and when they do, they are the one store in town that tends to overprice. But I finally had a good deal on something, so snap those up right quick. Just next door to the shop I picked up those last two games at, I picked up something I almost never pick up, which is PC games. They had a couple of the old LucasArts point-and-click adventures. I had to grab them, and then another like point-and-click style game for the PlayStation, Discworld 2. One at $5 a piece, so I asked him if I grabbed all three, it'd go down to 10. Not a problem. So I have those three for $10, and I'm eager to try them out. It's not often I get to play that type of game anymore. Now at my local EB Games, I went in to see if they were clearing out any more PS2 stuff, and I grabbed a couple more PS2 games, Lumines and Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. Lumines I've never played, but I like puzzle games, and it was 99 cents, so why not give it a try? Monkey Ball I enjoy, so I'm looking forward to that one. I think I paid $2 for it. And then I grabbed Samba de Amigo and Octomania for the Wii. Octomania is like, again, another cheap puzzle game, so I thought I'd try it out, because who doesn't like puzzle games? And Samba de Amigo is one I grabbed to see if my son would enjoy, because he really likes the Amigo character in Sonic Racers, so I thought we might have some fun with that one. And lastly, I picked up Genji for the PS3 for $5, which, from what I understand, is kind of like the Onimusha games a little bit, which I enjoyed, so I think I'll like this one too. My wife's part of a Facebook group that like buys, sells, and trades things locally. It's usually like moms doing kids' clothes and old kids' toys, but someone posted a few 360 games, so she asked if I wanted any of them, and I ended up picking up Death Smiles from someone locally for $5. And then while out at Walmart a little later, I had to pick up, but I'm sure many of you have picked up also, is the final issue of Nintendo Power. And yes, that one's open. I tore into it and read it. I don't plan to keep one sealed. Just wanted to check it out. It's been a while since I've had one, and I love the early ones, so I thought I'd see what's going on these days. This one's kind of cheating because we actually picked them up in November, but we didn't open them until Christmas because they were both gifts for my son. So we waited till Christmas Day to give him Skylander Giants on the Wii U and Adventure Time on the 3DS, both of which I've played with him now, and they're a lot of fun. If you like the Adventure Time show, definitely grab the game. It's really easy, but it's got that same humor and feel that the show has, and it's really great. If you're not a fan of the show, you probably won't like the game all that much though. So on Boxing Day, I thought I'd go out and grab a couple things from the EB Games flyer. So I got Dark Souls sealed for $10 and The Witcher 2 sealed for $20. And after browsing their PlayStation 2 stuff one more time, I found One Piece for $2. Really looking forward to the 2 sealed games. Not sure about One Piece, but I've seen it often enough. I thought I'd give it a try now that I can grab it for a really cheap price. This one is a gift from Wild Bill 52 over at RFGen. He knew I was looking for these two on my license list. Blades of Steel I've already got, but I didn't have the Konami Classic Series edition, which has the red frame on it. So he sent that my way, and a copy of Mule, which I didn't have in any form yet. So he's helping me inch closer to my licensed goal. So I was really happy to get both of those. Thanks, Bill. So this was one of the most special pickups for me. Single Banana at RFGen, he'd already helped me out huge earlier in the year by gathering stuff locally that I needed and waiting for months until I paid him and then sending it all up here. But he kept my list, I guess, and was still looking for things I needed and just sent me these four as like a surprise Christmas gift. And I'm really looking forward to playing them. He just out of the blue sent these to me, kept my address, kept my list, and really surprised me. I didn't see that coming, and it was a really awesome surprise. Thank you so much, Banana, and please let me know if there's anything I can ever do to repay the kindness you've already shown me. And lastly is my gift from the RF Generation Secret Santa that we held this year. I got matched with a fairly new member, Fleech, and all I really said I wanted was any licensed games I didn't have, and then I gave him a few other options. I said I like role-playing games for a few different systems and stuff. I wanted to keep it pretty open so that he'd have an easy time finding something, and he grabbed me like a gift from every single different genre and system I mentioned. Like, he really outdid himself. Secrets of Evermore is one that I grew up playing. I haven't had it for years, so I'm really excited to play that again after all this time. Parasite Eve 2 is one I've been looking for since I found the first one locally, so I finally have a copy. I'm ready and willing to give the series a try because I love those kind of games from that era. Grandia I've never had any experience with, but as you saw, I picked up the PlayStation 1, so who knows, it might be a new favorite of mine. And the 4 games put me that much closer, 4 games closer to my complete licensed NES set, which it's getting harder to find games for it now. So the fact that he found 4 of them and a couple that I really want to play just blows my mind, especially from such a new member. So thank you, Fleech. You put together an amazing gift, and I hope what I sent you, I hope that finds a home in your collection. So that sums it up for December 2012. I'll put another post up when I've got some junk to show you in January.